We'll get another day or two of practice with solving these equations with variables. So let's go and start with this one. R divided by E, you need to solve for R. Alright, so if I rewrite this a little bit, basically we got R over IK equals D. So we multiply by the IK, those cancel, same thing to each side. So we'd have R. Any questions? All right, solve for W. A couple more steps on this one. Or I guess not a couple, one more. I got it. I'll say. So we got P equals W minus. Solve by doing opposite, so we add n to each side. We get rid of the addition or subtraction first. So we got P plus n equals WZ. Got to get W by itself, so we divide by Z. And that ends up as our answer. That, just make sure you're going through order of operations backwards. Do addition or subtraction first, then the multiplication or division, then exponents if we have them, parentheses at the end. Speaking of exponents, solve for C. This is one you'll see relatively frequently just because it's who's got it? All right, so we got E equals MC squared. We're solving for C. There's no addition or subtraction, so we get rid of that multiplication. So we got E over M equals C squared. If you remember, when we got an exponent, we get rid of the exponent by taking the root. Squared, we take a square root. And so that ends up as our answer of E over M. If, and I don't have it for this one, if I had, let's just say C to the third power, what you do to cancel that out, you're still taking a root, but in that case it'll be a cube root. All right, so whatever the exponent is, that's the little number that would go there. For square root, they don't put a number though. Any questions? All right, so I'm going to do this one. So you notice on this, it's got two t's. So we need one t. How do we combine those? You don't know? If you multiply them. So look, if I got Vt plus Yt, let's pretend I had 5t plus 3t. What would that be? 8t, right? So we'd add the coefficients, right? And then we just have 8t, 1t, right? So if I add the coefficients, v plus y, I'm going to put that in parentheses because we got to do the addition. And then I got 1t, don't I? Everybody see how it worked? So when we got two of them like that, that's what we can do, okay? That's going to equal w. Now, what type of math's going on right here? Multiplication. With the parentheses, we got multiplication always, so we're going to divide. We divide by our parentheses. So those cancel, so we'd have t equals w divided by v plus y. Any questions on that one? That's one of those, it's a little bit, I don't know, weird or different to it, but not a whole lot more difficult or anything, just it's got, like I said, a little bit different. In terms of anything you might see on a test or check-in or an EOC, this is usually on like the harder side when you have to do something like that, or when you have some parentheses to it, and we'll do something with